To be streaming today. Alright, I am gonna go grab my deck. We're gonna talk about it. So, the deck that we're gonna be playing today is gonna be green-white mid-range. It's a deck I really enjoy. We got 4 Llanowar Elves. Maybe we should switch the layout. Maybe this is easier. We have 4 Llanowar Elves, 4 Adanto Vanguard, 2 Knight of Grace, 2 Druid of the Cowl, 2 Baffling End, 4 History of Benalia, 1 Shalai, Voice of Plenty, 3 Ixalan's Binding, 2 on Serra's Wing, 2 Karn, 3 Vivien Reid, 2 Lyra Dawnbringer, 3 Flourish, 3 Carnage Tyrant, and 23 lands. 23 lands might be a little bit much. I have noticed myself flooding a little bit. If you don't draw one of your planeswalkers and have them stick, this might be one too many lands. Maybe we play another Karn in this slot. I'm not quite sure yet with or maybe it's just another Flourish. I'm not sure. The sideboard that we have is 1 more Lyra, 2 Vine Mare, 2 Settle the Wreckage, 1 Ajani Adversary of Tyrants, 2 Knight of Autumn, 2 Squire's Devotion. You need more Tyrants? I have 3! So many Tyrants! And then we have the 4 Honor Guard and 1 Baffling End. So the point of this deck is really to just be a faster, bigger mid-range deck. You know, Llanowar Elves into multiple histories. He's going to win you a lot of games. You actually use your history as card advantage quite a bit in this deck. Really trying to win the game through you know, blocking with the creatures, and then in certain matchups, you know, I think that you know, getting rid of cards and using this as kind of like a divination effect, totally fine in this deck. So, and then in certain matchups, obviously the Flourish side with all those night tokens and your early drops is gonna be pretty good. So, let's go ahead and take this for a spin. We're gonna be playing an arena today because arenas are the best. I'm gonna go ahead and hit competitive constructed. So for those who don't know, I haven't played arena before. You might be wondering, like, well, where are all my play options, right? You know, here's a constructed event, but it's not what I want. You know, you click through all these, they're not quite what you want. If you go ahead and just hit the play button, oh no, I should turn on all modes though. If you go ahead and hit the play button, you can go in and hit on competitive constructed and start from there. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna hit that green-white mid-range deck, and we're gonna get going. You wanna play this deck? Me too, man. I really enjoy this deck. On Serra's Wings, let's go. Alright, so we're playing against Scunthorpe Problem. I will play first. Oh man, this hand seems pretty good. Alright, we're gonna keep this. Our opponent mulliganed to 5, which is just sad for them. I'm going to lead on the Adanto Vanguard. Kind of pressure them a little bit. It's definitely the right play there. And then, so if we draw a land next turn, we'll still only be on 4 mana. So I'm actually going to play this Knight of Grace into this counter magic that's open. I'd rather have the mana creature right now. That's fine. Hey, missing land drops is not great, but our opponent did mulligan to 5, so can't complain too much. Interesting that they must not have a land. It's okay, man. We also don't have lands. We're also on the no land plan. All right, I don't think there's a reason to not play this. Oh, they got a land. We did not get a land. Oh no, we're in so much trouble now. Over half of our deck is mana sources at this point. Alright, here what we really want to do as they minus on this is draw planes. That would be really helpful. Oh man, with the early GGs. Alright, we can just concede here. We know we're drawing this. That really sucks. I felt like we could have possibly won that game eventually. Alright, so against control, we obviously like Ajani. I like Knight of Autumn, to be honest, over some of the other stuff that we're doing. So for example, I really don't like Lyra in this matchup. Ixalan's Binding is good, Baffling End is bad. So here, we're going to look here. We have one more card to bring in. And the question is whether or not we want to bring in Vine Mares. So if we bring in both Vine Mares, what do we want to take out? And I think we just want to take out a land, to be honest. So I'm just gonna take out a forest. Yeah, it would have been sweet if we drew planes off the top there and jammed and gone on to win. This hand's kind of bad, but I'm going to keep it. Okay. We has the options. I kind of like jamming, to be honest, because it forces them to have negate or syncopate, and I don't think they're supposed to keep in syncopate, so it specifically makes them have negate or disdainful stroke, and I'm okay with that. I think they're wrong to keep in syncopate, but I did think that, man, the GG's so early. Our opponent is so disrespectful. They're just hitting you with the GGs all over. Here I expect us to get settled. There's no reason for us not to attack into it. I am mostly hoping that they minus here on this. Nope. They're too smart. Alright, I like that we talked about how we might have too many lands, and then we get flooded. I'm not gonna GG him back. Like, I'm just not gonna interact. It's fine. I think we're mostly dead, though. I think they are going to win this game. All right, we'll go ahead and concede now. Carnage T wouldn't have even gotten us out of that game. All right, we'll play again. Had some mana issues, but you know that's magic. That's magic. I think that we were pretty favored game one and just got unlucky. So, and I think that our deck is favored against control in a best of 3, but. Sometimes magic happens, man. And they both get to 5, right? So, like, they got unlucky, too. Oh, this hand seems mostly great. Oh man, get in the duress. Main deck. Main deck. Hey, bud. You gonna play the magic? All right, let's see here. Opponent's missing the land drops. It's pretty good for us. We're gonna get this Vivien Reid down, get some card advantage. We're not going to even see anything. So black-white with main deck duress. It would be sweet to have like a one of blossoming defense somewhere in the 75. One of the things is Adanto Vanguard kind of does it itself. I do wonder if these Knight of Graces should be something else, but all right. So against this black deck, I probably just want these Vine Mares for sure. Maybe I want this Ajani. What are they playing? Do I want these Baneslayers? So I definitely want this. Maybe take out a land again. Maybe I don't want the Ajani, to be honest. Let's just try this for a minute. One land on the draw. We're going to mulligan this. We'll keep this. I'm gonna bottom that. I'm gonna actually play this. I think if we draw land and can jam Vivien Reid, that'd be super powerful. I did think that this would be something like White Black Knights. Alright, we are gonna jam. We can take this up to 6. It's gonna live, and then we get to untap with it. Now, if they attack this, we can't kill that. I mostly just want this land so that I can play this Carnage Tyrant, I think. And this card is so popular on this program. I have no idea why. So these are gonna be. This is gonna be 4, 4, 4, 4, 1, 2. Is this their best draw? This might be their best draw. That's pretty sweet. So if I jam here, I take block 1, take 4, 8, 12, 13, 14. And then I can untap at 4 life with them having 5 creatures in play. Does that even help me? I think it's my best play, because if I draw an On Sarah's Wings, it might actually be my, it might actually be the best for me. We'll see if they attack here. Yeah, we're never gonna block. Here I kind of like just playing Shalai and a tap land, and then I can start making my team huge later. The alternative is I can play Vanguard by tapping this elf with a history. That play might be better. I can also play this Vine Mare as Vine Mare actually trades properly with the Arbiter. That might be the best play. Alright, my team's gonna get really big. Oh, they didn't let me win! Alright, well, Shalai was gonna get there. Actually, should check my prizes, see what's going on here. Let's re-roll this one. We don't really need that. Alright, well, I'm going to try and cast 20 green spells, I guess. Alright, well, we got our first win against White-Black Knights with some interesting stuff. That Leonin is, like, so popular on... I mean, I talk a lot about how this program does a pretty good job of mirroring the meta in competitive, but I do find that there are some F&M players, I would call them, that like to play their Black White Knights and their stuff like that. All right, we're playing against Teferi, so hopefully we're not playing against the Teferi. All right, we're gonna mulligan this. We're gonna mulligan this. We're gonna keep that. We'll keep that on top. It was wrong though. We should have led on Temple Garden, and the reason we should have led on Temple Garden is if we draw History of Benalia. We really want to be able to cast it. So, note to self. I think this matchup is actually not great for us. This is one of the decks that I think that you're not favored against. She like lands on the battlefield and stuff comes out. That's interesting. Hopefully they don't go off with this Drake. If not, I think this Carnage Tyrant can probably win the game. We will actually block this Phoenix though if they attack with it. I'm totally fine if they want to get rid of a spell here. Take the shock, yep. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. I think that could be all she wrote. If they triple spell here, they're in really good shape, specifically if they have shocks to the face, or if they have shocks for Llanowar Elves specifically. So they surveilled Island. That means they surveilled 2, right? So they kept something. Here we kind of want to draw a removal spell for this Crackling Drake. Just because they're probably going to be able to get it big enough to block one of these. On Serra's Wings would probably be sweet too. That's interesting. So they have 2 spells here. And they should definitely third spell if they have one. Get back Phoenixes is not a winning game plan here. There's 2 Phoenixes, even 3 Phoenixes, but they will still die. Yep. Well, I think we got a little bit lucky there, all things considered. So, I think Lyra's pretty good in this matchup. I think our Vine Mare plan is probably also good. So, Vanguard is good against them. Do I like Settle? Well, I don't like Karn. I know that. I kind of like this. Making my creatures large seems mostly great. I don't like this. I kind of do want Settle. Maybe I'll keep in 1 Baffling End. It's kind of rough, though, because it only kills... No, I don't want that. That sounds bad. All right, I'm going to keep in 1 Karn, even though I don't like it. This hand seems bad. This hand seems fine. We gotta build a Baneslayer hand. I hope they can't beat this. That's kind of my hope here. What did they discard? Okay. I assume they have an island here. Oh, tap steam vents. I am gonna jam on Serra's wings first. Then I am gonna play this Llanowar Elves. If we draw another Flower Flourish, it would be pretty smart to have Llanowar Elves in play already. Snap! Snapperdoodles! That's pretty good. I could have played both. I should have played this first, and then I could have played both. I'm kind of dumb. That's just really bad. All right, well, we're going to concede this game. That's probably good enough. Melody. Okay, I do think I actually want settles in this matchup. I definitely want these. One less flower flourish. Definitely don't want the Karns. Maybe I do want the flower flourish then. All right. Wait, did it unsideboard me for that game? Why did I have 2 Karns in my main deck? Well, all right. All right, let's get a little bit lucky. I have the Baffling Ends. It definitely unsideboarded me when it disconnected me. That really sucks. That sucks. All right. Slightly annoyed. That's right. Let's just draw plains, forest. All right, well, we're very likely going to lose this, so hopefully we'll just play another one. I'm kind of upset. All right, let's just concede this. That's too bad. That's cool. All right, let's go again. Gonna do the same deck. I don't think you can reasonably mulligan this hand. I'm sure we're playing against Boris Angels here. I am going to block this with this Llanowar Elves. We're not playing against anything remotely good as a deck. It's possible I was wrong. I didn't think about drawing Carnage Tyrant. That actually might have won us this game. That was probably just wrong and greedy. We're going to take 5 here. I fully expect them to tap out for a big angel. And they can't attack back now. They're gonna binding my binding? So we attack, they block, they gain 1 life. Or they cannot block. We're definitely just playing this. No attacks. Alright, are they slow rolling the lightning strike? We're gonna find out. They have an instant in their hand. Nothing. Alright, Carnage T, get in there. All right, got game one. All right, we're gonna bring in Knight of Autumns. I don't know if I like Karn in this matchup either, to be honest. Like, I do like Vine Mare in the matchup. I probably don't need all of those Baffling Ends. Do I even want Vanguard? So what if I don't want Vanguard? If I don't want Vanguard, do I want this? That makes some sense. Let's try that. Now that I'm thinking about it, though, those Vine Mares might actually be bad. Like, the only time they're actually going to be good is when I have an Onsair's Wings on one. And even then, they have First Strike Angels. So that's just bad boarding. I think that's wrong. I think his hand's fine. Are they gonna shock this elf? I'm a little surprised they kept in shocks. I'm gonna save this. They kept like kind of a mid-rangey hand, which makes me think they have like an Ixalan's Binding. Oh, man. We'll see what happens here. I think that it's worth it to leave up Settle this turn. If it targets itself, then we're just in business. Alright, so they're not going to attack with both. I'm happy to kill this and then try and Vivien Reid them. Like, if they're just going to play around Settle, I'm just going to cast the Settle. And then hopefully we can just play this and kill this. Oh shit, well, that looks stupid now. I'm like 100% to lose that game. I don't know, maybe that was a mature concession. So I don't like these. I know that. What do I like on the play? Let's try this. Maybe it was correct to Vivien Reid and lose my Vivien Reid, and then like play a low drop. I don't know. All right, we learned our lesson, folks. Let's get rewarded. Let's draw history. All right, so we could see here if they binding our binding, we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, I'm mostly fine just casting this. Like, if they have a Wrath effect, whatever. Woo! Alright. Got Boros Angels. I was hoping we would. I think that's a good matchup. I think we played a little bit poorly in game 2 there. Definitely should have been an easier way to win that game, and I probably just conceded too early and missequenced. I'm also really bad at playing Magic on stream. Like, it's so much harder than just, you know, playing Magic by yourself and like thinking through your lines. You know, it's something that I'm trying to get better at, but it's a tough one. It's not the easiest. So we're 50-50 now, 2-2. Hopefully we can just win out. We did get rewarded by playing correctly, by kind of. It was definitely correct to play that land in that sequence. So. All right, so this hand is really land heavy. Our opponent is on the play. I'm gonna mulligan. I'd like to get like a really good hand. This hand, however, is great. Kind of hoping for control here.
Don't try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
I think we are favored against black-green only slightly. I'm interested to see if they keep that Llanowar Elves on top. It would mean that they have probably a 5-drop in hand. Oh man, that draw was so good. Interesting. I'm very interested to know why our opponent kept that Llanowar Elves on top. It did not seem very good for them. So, finality is the only thing I can think of that blows us out here. So what we can do to play around finality is play this, and then actually Ixalan's binding their Llanowar Elves. And that way they can actually cast finality. Okay. So I like these. I like most of our deck against our opponent here. Definitely need one less. Definitely can board out a land. Probably don't need Knight of Grace. Maybe we don't need all the Lyras. Let's try this. Well, this is a pretty easy mulligan. This is kind of bad, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep that on top, which is even worse. But I think if we draw a mana creature, our hand is pretty insane. Or that. That might actually also make our hand pretty insane. They probably play Woodland. This is also really good if they like have the 5-drop flyer. I don't know what they could have, but if this feels very good against them, like they could play Veraska minus on Serra swings. That's probably their best play. Oh wow! Finality. All right, that's fine. Carney boy, get in my hand. Oh, so many Carnage Tyrants. Probably their best play is to get back a Jade Light Ranger to make their guy pretty big. And that's what they do. All right, they're going to keep that on top for sure. Oh, man, that's so good. Alright, so they're going to contempt this turn. I'm going to just play this and start pressing on these guys, I'm pretty sure. Man, that's so many Carnage Tyrants. Well, I think the best play is to try and exile Wildgrowth Walker. If they're smart, they will hit this before the Wildgrowth Walker gets exiled. We're still going to just attack with everything, though. They're going to double block. Let's kill the Wildgrowth Walker. Oh, crap. I did it wrong. That's bad. That is not good, fam. That was not what I meant to do. It's alright. We're gonna on Sarah's wings and win the game. So. And that should be game. Green black is I think a very good matchup for us. So it's like one of the reasons to play this deck is your super favorite in the quote unquote mirror. Alright, we completed our quest. Got ourselves a Circuitous Root. This is something I'm going to be brewing with when the new set comes out. You can expect a lot of root decks from me. Alright, we got our money back finally. We're also finally win positive. We're going to try and finish this out. I'm going to get a drink really quick, and we will be right back. Alright, if you guys heard my kid screaming, he really wants his daddy. He said so. All right, we will be on the play. Oh, man. Can we get lucky? Can we do it? We're going to find out if we can get lucky. All right, give me a plains or a... Not quite, not quite. The question is if they play a goblin, am I supposed to binding it? I think. Oh, they're not going to though, because I think if they played goblin, it would be better for me to binding it. Hopefully we kind of draw a Planeswalker here. So they're probably going to triple spell and get back this Phoenix this turn. Oh, that's not a triple spell. They're in trouble. Oh, we did draw a Planeswalker. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this turn it's just better to get rid of this Crackling Drake though. Yeah, I think they're just dead. Alright, so we still need to decide how we want to board against this deck, because I still don't know what's right. I think we want Lyra, and I think we want Settles. I think we don't want Karns, and I think that we want one less land. And I think that's it. Like, Honor Guard is not what we want. I don't think we want the Devotion here. Ajani doesn't seem that good. So I think this is it. I think this is our plan. We have 2 removal spells for Goblin, and I do think that we were pretty lucky they didn't have Goblin there. They looked like they had a pretty good hand if they had Goblin. What's up, Luke MTG? This hand seems mostly insane. Oh no, I put him to 5? That's no good. Scry to the bottom. That's good. That means, or bad, depending on what their hand looks like. Alright, so we're just going to leave here, go into Sunpetal Grove into Adanto Vanguard. I think that maybe we play a knight if we draw a knight instead, but... History into Flower Flourish seems pretty insane, though. I don't think they can beat it on a Mold of 5 specifically. Oh man, we're even gonna like Lyra them the turn after. See if they negate this. Radical Idea is not a negate. I had a listener ask me what I thought of Spell Pierce over the Hexproof card that gives +0/+3. I think that, that was a spot where that would have been better. This seems pretty good for us. We're just going to be able to attack. Chart a course. Hopefully they get something good so that this can be kind of a game. Interesting that they discarded Shock there. Alright, we're just going to snap attack with both. We really don't want the Electromancer in play. I would be shocked if they kept it, if they brought in Cannonade against us. If they do, good for them, but we're just going to keep going if they do. Alright, so they shock here. They clearly don't have Cannonade. Yeah, we're going to just Lyra and then Flower Flourish and end the game. This game's over. Mystic seems very good, though. So maybe Mystic can get them back in this. This might be something where they can chump block enough to stay in the game. Did they do a Phoenix in the yard? They did not. So I think the first thing they should do is Radical Idea, depending on what their hand looks like. I do wonder if that's better than Radical IDing, but I guess they get to see more cards this way, so yeah, that's probably better. That's pretty good. They're gonna get like 3 birds. So the question this turn will be, do we Flower Flourish? So if we Flower Flourish this turn, it makes it so that all of our guys can kill Murmuring Mystic. Oh. I think that's better. Resolve. Resolve. Yeah, so I think we just want to get our creatures +2/+2. This makes them have to block everyone. They can just block, which is totally fine. We're going to be at a high enough life total where that won't matter. And it's not like I mean they'll have to draw pretty well to keep going. So. And then I think that this is just going to kill them in a couple of turns, depending on I don't know how they're going to kill us without killing this Lyra. So you draw fight with fire, and then it doesn't matter because we have the Carnage Tyrant. Interesting. That is a lot of Murmuring Mystics. I wonder if I had played that in the reverse order, what that would have looked like. Like, if I had the Flower Flourish that turn with Carnage Tyrant play, I would have just won. So maybe I misplayed the... Yeah, it's pretty bad for them. That's a big boy! Alright, so basically here... Oh, that's so good! Shot right to the heart, buddy. Shot right to the heart. If they triple spell to kill this, that's pretty good. It's possible I should have blocked the one. Yeah, I expect a scoop-a-doop. A poopsie-scoopsie. Oh man, they're gonna kill the token? So they're specifically trying to draw a spell to get back Phoenix. Nope, scoopsie-poopsie. Alright, we plus on this one. Alright, let's see if we can get 2 more wins. Oh man, this hand has two of our very best cards. We're on the play though. It's a pretty easy mulligan, but I kind of wish it wasn't. Oh man, this hand's so much better. This hand's so much better. That is so good. All right. This is like the most vomiting hand I've ever had in the game of Magic the Gathering. All right, GG, bro. That was the best hand you can have with this deck. I promise. I promise that was it. That was the best one. That hand played itself. It was so easy. All right, I think we're sideboarding the same way. So we're taking out the Karns, we're taking out a Forest, and we're going ham. Well, that was a mull to 6 to remember, folks. That was a mull to 6 to remember. Wow. That's called getting lucky. That's called getting lucky. You don't even need to play Magic to know how to play that hand. How's everybody in chat doing today? We having a good Thanksgiving weekend? What are y'all thankful for? This hand seems mostly great too. These type of hands are the reasons that I really like 3 Vivien Reids. We haven't been good at drawing Vivien Reid so far on stream today, but I do think that like 2 Druid of the Cowl plus 4 Llanowar Elves really makes your Vivien Reid draw so good. I'm really hoping we don't see an Electromancer here, and we did not. But just like I said, I'm going to play the drawing Vivien Reid. I think that's the best way to play this hand. Because if we play a turn 3 Vivien Reid, we're just so far ahead. I'm a little interested that they didn't have a 2-mana spell, and now they're on 3 mana, which makes me think maybe Enigma Drake is coming, and then they're going to go off after that. Interesting. Well, I'm just going to play this and pass the turn, and hopefully follow it up with Carnage T next turn. Now, what could happen here is they could Pyroclasm us to kill the Knight and the Elf. They could think that we're like a straight up token stack, and they could have Fiery Cannonade here. Oh man, that draw is really good too. Alright, we're just going to jam a Carnage T here and hope that brings us the W. The W! Alright, we're going to jam Lyra. And then next turn, hopefully we can just cast this Flower Flourish, but if not, we can always just play History. And that's the W, guys. That's the W. That's how you draw good hands. We didn't even have to play Magic that round. Like, whatever. That was the luckiest I've been on stream probably ever. All right, one more win. Let's go. Let's get that 5-0. Let's get that 5-0. It's another reason to just play the mana guy, right? Like, I mean, I guess it didn't really matter. Maybe because I didn't draw the Vivien Reid, but those mana guys just make those Carnage T's come down so fast. Oh, this hand's horrible. This hand is great. Oh, man, this is tough. What are we? Are we in the play or the draw? I don't remember. I think I didn't pick, so I'm going to keep that on top. That's probably wrong. Blue and black. That was a moment they craved. Thought erasure. They're probably going to take this Shalai. Whew. Kind of hoping to draw history. That is not a History of Benalia. Not even close, actually. I think they're gonna draw some cards. I think we're playing against like a blue-black, the information campaign deck. There we go. So I do think this matchup's probably really, really good for us. And here's one of the reasons right here. Alright, so we just need to basically draw a Planeswalker, and I think we win. But if they like jam some other card advantage thing, we might be in a little bit of trouble. But mostly don't care about that on Serra's Wings. We're gonna play this just in case we draw a Carnage Tyrant or a 6-drop. We certainly want that in play. But we have Carnage Tyrant. We have Vine Mare's post board. We got it all, fam. We've got it all. So if we play this, I worry about Ritual Soot, but Ritual Soot kind of blows us out anyway. So I'm just going to play it. It's pretty good against their deck. I expect it to get countered, to be honest. Like, I really fully expect Sinister Sabotage. This is exactly what I was thinking. But that makes it so that when we draw Vivien Reid, they're less likely to have that counter spell. Hello, 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 welcome. With the blowouts with Dream Eater. All right, well, that's pretty good. Kind of rough draws there. It's probably wrong. My top was definitely incorrect. So here we like Vine Mare. I kind of like Knight of Autumn here. Take out a Forest. I like most of my deck. I probably don't. Well, if I'm bringing in Vine Mare, I might want to keep these in. I don't like these. These are bad. Maybe we take out one Vivien Reid. Are these even good, though? Maybe I'm supposed to take out Lyra's. Take out Lyra's, bring in another Planeswalker? That makes most sense. All right, I'm good with that. I'll be a little surprised if we lose to this deck. I think that our cards match up really well against it. I mean, we got a little unlucky that game, but I think for the most part, this hand seems like actually great. Thought Erasure probably incoming here. Oh, so much worse for them. What do I discard? I'm gonna discard Carnage Tyrant. It could be wrong, but oh, I don't even care what they give me there. It's actually what I was expecting to happen, and I'm mostly really happy with that trade. Oh man, that's so many planeswalkers in that top. Evolving Wilds. They really need to be able to kill this Vivien Reid, or else it's just going to ult and win the game for me. I can just start making pretty large creatures with Karn, though. Nah, that's over. I don't think our plan changes at all. Lyra could be better than I think it is, but I think the cards that we have are pretty good, all things considered. Like, I like Vine Mare better than this, so. I'm already out of water again. I think this is a keep. It's not our best hand, but if we like draw like a decent card off the top, I think we're in pretty good shape. Like, they're probably gonna Thought Erasure and negate this, but I think this seems pretty insane. They need specifically Moment of Craving this turn. I guess they could Moment of Craving it at any point during the game, but I'm okay with that. So here, if they Moment of Craving, we get to play Carnage Tyrant unless they specifically have Moment of Craving plus Thought Erasure. Oh, do they have it? If they have it, that makes literally no sense. Oh, that seems bad. All right. So next turn, I think we just attack with both. So, what do they bring back here? Do they bring back Thief of Sanity again? And what are they drawing to? Oh, you know what they're going to bring back? They're going to bring back the Knight of Autumn. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What's up, Kyle? All right. I told you, I think that matchup's just really good for us. Like, we have so many cards that are just good against their deck. We got a little unlucky game one there. All right, I'm going to refill this water and be right back. Oh, wait, no, we're done. I didn't realize we had 5 wins now. All right, that is it for today. Got that 5-0. Let's claim that prize. 2,100 gold. 1, 2, 3 cards with 1 mythic rare. None of these are any good though. But that was really fun. I really enjoy this deck. Let's take a look at it again really quick and kind of talk about what we learned today. So when I'm looking at this deck, you know, the number one thing I'm thinking about is like, are these Knight of Grace worth it? They were okay. This is like the most questionable card in the deck. But outside of that, I really love everything. I like being able to board out a forest in a lot of matchups, but making sure that I hit my land drops in game 1. You know, that we have a ton of mana sources, but between Vivien Reid and Karn, I think that, you know, there's a lot going on here. One thing that we could consider doing is maybe taking out one of the Knight of Grace for another Karn, and then playing either another removal spell or maybe a main deck Knight of Autumn, something like that. You know, kind of going up on our 3 drops to kind of help out that Llanowar Elves. In fact, we could just switch these over to Knight of Autumns in the main, and that might be a little bit better by itself. something to think about there. So thank you everybody for watching. I really had fun today. Glad I got to do this on a Saturday when I want to. So thank you so much. Leave a comment, hit a like button. Don't forget to hit those follow, sub buttons. Everything that you can do to help the channel is really appreciated. And we'll see you guys all next time with another Trophy Mages.